interesting to see what sort of state the XC60 is in when I go and fetch it. It's pretty major surgery changing a torque converter in a car, and Graham has pre-warned me that the car might misbehave a little bit initially. These things have got computer-controlled systems for operating solenoids and everything else. Changing the torque converter seems to upset and can upset the system in the car, so I may need to allow it a period of time for it to settle down. So I've picked it up. So far so good. I've just stopped at the Tesco's in Bicester just to have a bit of a breather and have something to eat. And I've now got 98 miles to go home, so we'll see how things go. No judder so far, maybe one or two slightly peculiar gear changes, but I think I'm at the stage now where I'm probably going to micro-analyse absolutely everything the car does, and yeah, I need a bit of time to evaluate it. And it might take me a bit of a while to trust this car again, I think. So we'll see how things go. The plan with this video was to document the fix, and having covered the mileage I've covered so far, we're perhaps not quite there yet, but I would like to say thank you to Graham and everybody in his team. They were very, very helpful. Talked through everything really well. They've sent me some images of the box coming in and out of the car as well, to include in this. And fingers crossed we've sorted it, but if not, then we'll go on from there. So yeah, next update will probably be when I'm closer back in Derbyshire. Well, I'm home and so far so good. My apologies, I probably don't look that excited. I am fairly tired. I've done just over 200 miles worth of driving today in fairly unideal conditions. So I've driven back in a variety of conditions on roads where I've known that it can be aggravated, and so far so good. So fingers crossed we're sorted. So for those that are interested, basically what I wound up doing in the end with this vehicle was having the torque converter replaced. The other little issue that we did encounter, however, was the charge pipe for the intercooler, which we discovered when putting everything back together. I've got a pea-sized hole in it where the rearmost bracket, where the gearbox was mounted, or where it was mounted rather, against the gearbox. And funnily enough, the car seems a lot quieter since that's been patched temporarily. I do need a new pipe, so they've put some sort of chemical metal, I think they described it as, to patch the hole and cover it up, and removed the bits of bracket that were rubbing against the pipe. But I've still got to sort of source and find another one. They are ludicrously new from Volvo, but the second-hand ones aren't so bad, so I need to find the suitable parts and get them fitted. But yeah, overall I think we are there. So I will keep my YouTube channel updated with how this goes. I'll probably do a 1,000-mile update and then a 10,000-mile update depending on where we get to with it. But if you do have one of these and you have issues with shuddering and shaking, I can certainly recommend taking it to Horton Cars in Aylesbury and go and have a chat with Graham and his team to try and get your problems sorted out. Okay. Right, so this morning's job is I'm going to take a look at the charge cooler pipe that's had a temporary repair done on it. I've just grabbed the part number off the top, which I'll clear the clip of now, and then I just want to have a look underneath and see how the temporary repair is holding up. And then depending on how that looks, I'll either persevere with it for a while and see how we do, or I might order up a replacement, or see if I can get some form of bracket fabricated that will clamp over the top where the original repair was done. So next step is to take the under tray off, take a look and see what we can find. Right, so I've got the under tray off. I'm going to enjoy a cup of hot brown, and then I'll have another crawl underneath and take a further look at it. One thing I can confirm if you're spannering on cars is these hub nut hats are remarkably good at A, keeping your head warm, and B, helping you from abrading your head against a driveway whilst you're spannering. So I'd recommend one. Even naughty Volvos still get a bath.